It is Monday afternoon. I'm leaving for a shoot in about 15 minutes. I don't know if you remember, but 3 or 4 weeks ago, I mentioned that I was approached by a company that does marketing for bars and restaurants, and they approached me to see if I'd like to do some freelance videography for them. Today is my first shoot with that company. They're called Spot Hopper, and I'm going to be driving down to Pueblo, Colorado, about 50 minutes south of me, to shoot a video for a restaurant's website. So, but what's exciting is that unlike all of the other social content that I've been doing, I get to shoot this horizontal, which is really exciting because I never get to rig my camera up horizontal. It's always vertical for the short form stuff, so that's exciting. All right, just wrapped up the shoot. I didn't get any BTS, but I'll tell you about it. So the shoot went okay. Something that I've learned about myself as a content creator and a videographer is that I really work best when I have a high degree of control over the environment, so that I can have good control over the final image. And one of the reasons that I've never had any interest in filming weddings or live events is because I like to have control over the final image, and you're really at the whim of others in those environments. Kudos to the people that can do it. It's a hell of a skill, and this was one of those environments where I had a lot less control over what was happening than I would have liked to. With my other food and beverage clients, we shoot before they open. We do all their social content outside of business hours, which works great for them, it works great for me, and that allows me to have this high degree of control over the lighting and the music and whatever variables there are. I can control a lot more of them in that kind of setting. The shoot tonight was during their business hours. Their kitchen was busy. I had to wait on people a little bit because I needed people to make dishes for me or drinks for me. Totally not the end of the world, and I was expecting it. It's just a little bit frustrating when I can't get all the shots that I want to get because of external factors. The way that it works with Spot Hopper is they do photos and videos for their clients' websites. And because I don't offer photography, they send a photographer out in addition to myself. And that photographer came in before me. He left before I got there. And so they made a bunch of dishes for him to take photos of. And then I didn't have any dishes to film except like dishes that people in the dining room ordered, and I got to capture a couple quick clips at the expo station before they went to the floor, which is not ideal at all. And I also didn't get to go in the kitchen to film them preparing food, which was like one of the main things that I wanted to capture. So kind of frustrating. Not a whole lot I can do about it. Hopefully Spot Hopper is happy with the video, and I'll mention this stuff to him and be like, hey, my hands were kind of tied on a couple of things, but yeah, whatever. I'm very tired. I'm gonna get some food and go to bed early. Tomorrow morning I have a demo shoot with a real estate agent, so I'm excited about that. We're gonna make a funny video about a property that she's listing that is kind of run down, so we're gonna attack it from kind of a funny angle, and I think it should be good. So it is Tuesday morning, getting ready for the shoot with the realtor, which I'm excited about. The camera is going back into the rig in vertical orientation, because these will be for short form social media purposes. Looking forward to seeing what we can come up with. We're gonna take kind of an irreverent, funny tone with it. That kind of content's right up my alley, so I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Something that I've been thinking a lot about lately is, as a social media content creator for other businesses, one of the most valuable skills that you can develop in yourself over time is being a good director. When you're making content with people in it, it's super important that you have the ability to clearly communicate your ideas and the vibe that you're going for, and that you also really have the ability to make the talent feel comfortable and to help them have a really good time, because the more comfortable they are, the better their performance will be, just naturally. And everybody's nervous when they get on camera for the first time, but to whatever extent you're able to make them comfortable and help them to have a really fun time, you'll get a better performance out of them, and the content will end up better. One of the best ways to do that, especially if you're asking them for kind of a funny, silly performance, is to be willing to get into it with them. Show them the performance that you're looking for from them. act it out for them so that they can see what you're looking for. And that can really help them to lower their guard and to be willing to be more open and expressive on camera if they see you do it first. And because at the end of the day, if the experience is not positive for them, if they don't at least have a little bit of fun, they're probably not going to want to work with you again. And if there's one thing that's really important to me in this business, it's getting consistent business, not having to wonder where the next check's going to come in, having something that I can rely on month after month to take care of my family. The better an experience you can give them, the more likely they are to work with you again and to recommend you to their friends. So as the director, make it a great experience. With the vast majority of the shoots that I do, we spend a bunch of time just laughing because we are really genuinely having a good time. We're creating collaboratively, we're experimenting and improvising, and a lot of funny situations arise, and it just lifts the mood of the shoot and makes people more comfortable on camera, and it's wonderful. You really got to make it fun. Let's head to the shoot. Pulled up a little early. I'm going to vibe to music in my car until she gets here. Is going really well. We're having a lot of fun. I think this video is going to turn out pretty great.
This is ridiculous.
It won't even focus outside. It's just focusing on the grate. Action. So it's Wednesday morning. I'm headed to a shoot at the dental practice. Yesterday's shoot with the real estate agent went super well. She was very charismatic. She had great camera presence, and she was really good at improvising lines, which is basically just a best case scenario when filming talent. So I'm really excited about jumping into the edit on that. I think it's going to turn out really well. It's going to be really funny. And I hope I get to work with her again in the future. She was really nice and, like I said, really good on camera, which is so fun to work with. Today is my third shoot with the dental practice. We have front-loaded our content production a bit. I think we've had 3 shoots in the last 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks, which is a lot, but I'm getting really far ahead with the content, which is great. I love to have, that little buffer of content in case something comes up where we have to cancel a shoot, or if they're not happy with a couple of the videos, I have others for them to choose from. Really happy to be getting ahead. I kind of feel like these montages that I've been putting into the vlogs of me shooting content for my clients, I don't know, I kind of feel like it's getting a little bit stale. Let me know what you guys think. Should I keep doing the montages like I'm doing, where it's just like clips of the behind the scenes with music over it, or do you think I should do less of them? Or do you think it would be more valuable for me to include longer sections where you can actually hear the dialogue between myself and my clients, and kind of how I do some of the directing and stuff like that? So yeah, I mean, if you care enough to leave a comment with your thoughts on it, please do. Great, because you're kind of like, what the hell? I have not eaten today. It is 2:30-ish, and I'm starving. So they gave me some baked goods, which I'm very excited about.